You're standing under the harsh fluorescent lights of the immigration hall. Your flight just landed, your phone's on 3% battery, and now there's that look. The officer waves you forward, eyes barely blinking. What happens next can decide whether you walk out of the airport or get pulled into a back room for more questions. Here's what most travelers never realize. Immigration questions aren't random. They're part of a system designed to read you before you even speak. In this video, you'll learn the 10 most common questions officers use to quietly test your story and exactly how to answer them without raising a single red flag. Say too much and you sound suspicious. Say too little and they start digging. But once you understand why each question exists, you'll walk through immigration like you already know the script. Let's go. Question 1. May I see your passport? It sounds routine, but this isn't just a formality, it's the opening test. The officer isn't just checking a document, they're reading you. How you move, how you hand it over, whether your eyes dart away at the wrong moment. Picture it. You fumble through your bag, papers falling, voice cracking. In that instant, your stress becomes their suspicion. Immigration officers are trained to spot micro-hesitations, those half seconds of panic that signal uncertainty. So here's the move. Keep your passport within easy reach. When asked, hand it over calmly. Say, here it is, or simply, of course. No jokes, no extra words. Every second you appear composed tells that officer this traveler knows exactly what they're doing. Question 2. How long do you intend to stay? This one seems harmless until it isn't. The officer isn't just asking for your schedule, they're measuring how believable you sound while discussing it. Say too much and you seem rehearsed. Say too little and you seem uncertain. Here's what experienced travelers do. Keep it short, clear, and unshakable. 10 days, 1 week for vacation. That's it. No nervous laughter, no unnecessary context. Every country tracks overstays. If your answer sounds uncertain, you might fit the profile of someone who doesn't plan to leave. Confidence beats detail every single time. Question 3. What's the purpose of your visit? This question can flip from simple to suspicious faster than you think. The officer is matching your answer against the invisible profile tied to your passport and visa type. Tourism, business, education, those are the 3 safe lanes. Wander outside them without clarity and the tone changes instantly. Be precise but contained. I'm here for vacation. I'm attending a conference. I'm enrolled in a language program for 1 month. No life stories. Immigration lines aren't TED Talks. And here's the twist. Officers already know your purpose before you open your mouth, from your visa type, flight patterns, and hotel bookings. They're just testing whether your words match your data. Answer clearly, and they move on. Hesitate, and you might meet that little door marked Secondary Inspection. Question 8. What do you do for work? This one sounds casual, but your job tells a complete story. Stability, reason to return home, ability to fund your trip. If you're employed, it signals roots. If you're a student, it signals structure. If you're unemployed, they'll want to know how you're paying for the trip. Answer plainly and stop. I'm a teacher. I work in marketing. I'm a student. Avoid over-explaining. Saying, I just left my job, but I plan to start another soon, opens a door they didn't ask you to open. If you're between jobs or retired, reframe it with structure. I recently finished a role in accounting, and I'm taking a short vacation before my next position. That tells them you're in control, not drifting. They don't care about your career path. They care whether your trip makes sense. Question 6. Are you traveling alone? Make no mistake, this isn't small talk, it's a consistency test. Officers already know your seat assignment, booking details, and who checked in alongside you. They're asking to see if your story matches the data. If you're solo, say it clean. Yes, I'm traveling alone. Then stop. If you're not, keep it factual. I'm with a friend. No names, no backstories. Here's the secret. The more you explain, the less believable you sound. Nervous travelers ramble. Seasoned ones don't. Confidence is your boarding pass here. Question 7. Have you ever been here before? This feels like a trap, but it's actually a background check disguised as conversation. They already know your travel record. The question exists to see if your memory matches their system. First time? No, it's my first visit.
Been before? Give a clean time frame. Yes, I visited 2 years ago for work. No vacation stories, no extra detail. Here's why this matters. Returning travelers who overstayed are automatically flagged. Your tone matters more than your words. If your voice hesitates or your eyes shift while recalling a date, that moment of doubt can trigger deeper screening. Calm is currency in immigration. Hold it and you'll breeze through doors that make others freeze. Question 8. Do you have anything to declare? This is where more travelers get into trouble than anywhere else. When this question hits, honesty isn't optional. It's the whole game. Rules aren't the same everywhere. Expensive electronics, medication, certain foods, large amounts of cash, they all have thresholds. If you have nothing to declare, say it calmly. No, I don't. If you do, be upfront immediately. Yes, I have some items to declare. The twist, customs officers are trained to spot hesitation. One uncertain pause, one glance downward, and you're flagged for a bag search. And if they find something undeclared, even by mistake, that's when fines and wasted hours begin. Confidence can't cover dishonesty, but honesty, spoken calmly, clears you faster than any excuse ever will. Question 9. Where will you be staying? By now, the officer has heard your full story. This question is where they decide if it all adds up. They're looking for certainty, not guesses. You don't need to memorize a street address, but you absolutely need to know your own plans. Hotel? I'm staying at the Pacific Hotel in Manhattan. With family? I'm staying with my cousin in Toronto. Clean, calm, consistent. Here's the hidden detail. Immigration systems already link your arrival card or e-visa to your listed accommodation. When you answer smoothly, it signals one thing: control. Nothing unnerves an officer more than a traveler who seems unsure about their own destination. Know where you're going, say it like you mean it. Question 10. Can I see your return ticket or onward travel? This is the final checkpoint, the moment they decide if your trip feels legitimate. This isn't just paperwork, it's proof you plan to leave. Every country uses this question to identify potential overstays. Don't get caught fumbling. Have your ticket, printed or digital, ready before they ask. Yes, here's my return flight. I'm leaving on the 22nd. Traveling onward? I have a connecting flight to Singapore. It's not about the destination, it's about showing structure. An officer who sees a traveler with plans sees someone they can trust. And one last thing. Keep your documents where you can reach them in seconds. Digging through 5 pockets signals disorganization, which reads as uncertainty. Show it. Smile. Stay calm. This is your final gate. Here's the secret nobody ever tells you. Immigration isn't really about the answers you give. It's about the energy you project. Every hesitation, every rambling explanation, every shaky breath sends a signal. But calm confidence, that's your passport before the passport. You've now seen the 10 questions that quietly shape your journey and the truth hiding beneath each one. They're not trying to trick you, they're trying to read you. And once you understand the game, you stop feeling like a suspect and start moving like a seasoned traveler. Before your next flight, keep your passport close, know your story before they ask, and answer short, clear, and steady like someone who's done this 100 times. When your words sound certain, your trip unfolds smoothly. When your voice stays calm, your story stays believable. If this helped you feel more prepared, share it. Someone you know will face these same questions soon. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because next time we're revealing exactly what happens when you're selected for secondary screening. It's not what you think. Safe travels. Confidence is your clearance.